This is a disaster waiting to happen. So is this. And this. These are called soft first-story buildings. The structure is held up by poles or columns, and the open space is usually used for underground or ground-level parking. It is a common sight in California. There are hundreds of thousands of apartment complexes and office buildings constructed this way. Many duplexes and single-family homes are built like this too. In a major earthquake, soft first-story buildings are prone to collapse unless they have been designed or retrofitted to accommodate seismic shaking and vibration. In the Northridge earthquake of 1994, upper-level apartments pancaked onto lower-level apartments as buildings with unfortified soft first stories collapsed in the shaking. 57 people died. Nearly 12,000 were injured. Damage exceeded $40 billion. The magnitude 6.7 quake was felt over 2,000 miles. Geological research shows a magnitude 6.7 quake, or larger, is virtually certain to happen in California within the next quarter century. It is most likely to occur along the San Andreas Fault, a place where the Earth's tectonic plates meet and sometimes grind together with devastating power. The San Andreas Fault runs from the coastline above San Francisco at an angle through the desert regions of southeast California. Some seismologists believe it's possible that the big one could start at the Salton Sea at the southern end of the San Andreas Fault. Experts in the earth sciences have developed computer models of likely shake zones in California, and the visualizations are chilling. This computer animation by the Southern California Earthquake Center shows the likely shaking in the Los Angeles area from a 7.8 quake originating at the lower end of the San Andreas Fault. The segment on the left is the space-level view. The main screen shows a lower aerial angle view. The colors denote the intensity of shaking and vibration. The darker the color, the more violent the shaking. Dark red is the most severe. It represents extreme shaking and potentially heavy destruction. The computer model shows moderate shaking will be felt in the Los Angeles area about 43 seconds after the quake occurs. 90 seconds after the earthquake, the shaking in the LA area is sustained and severe. Buildings crumble. Fires break out. People are injured. As many as 1,800 people could die, and damage might total $213 billion. Like Northridge in 1994, entire neighborhoods could be leveled. Owners of soft first-story buildings and their lenders could see their investment wiped out. This is why seismic retrofitting makes good business sense and why some commercial lenders now demand it. Far too many property owners have looked at the cost of seismic retrofitting and they've decided to roll the dice against the odds of the big one. They are risking the total loss of their investment and possibly serious injuries and death. In an earthquake, the shock waves move in two planes. The shaking moves laterally, side to side, while the vibration waves cause vertical up and down motion. Retrofitting involves two basic goals: strengthening the structural supports of buildings with open first stories and adding shock absorption capability. Stronger load-bearing beam support is one of the techniques. Sometimes this means adding heavier wood to the structure. Steel beams sometimes have wood blocks bolted to them to absorb the shock and vibration of a quake. Even additional brackets connecting the supports and subflooring can help during the shaking and vibration of a major earthquake. Vertical support columns in soft first-story buildings are especially susceptible to the side-to-side, up-and-down shaking of an earthquake. Heavy steel collars where the column meets the building structure can fortify these stress points. Compare these older steel supports, known as knee braces, with these, and you quickly realize which type is better equipped to maintain structural stability in an earthquake. Another retrofit technique is to wrap support columns in new carbon fiber material said to be stronger than steel. A putty-like substance makes it adhere to the surface, which is later coated with cement-like material, which hides and protects the fiber wrap from normal wear and tear. No amount of retrofit will neutralize all the shaking and potential damage from a major earthquake. But when this starts, would you prefer a retrofitted building or one where someone hopes to defy the odds and Mother Nature?